Hello, all of my vibrant friends. How are you today? Today on Tea Time with Donna, my tea is another iced tea, and this one is raspberry. Ooh, it's so good. What are you drinking today? This is my raspberry tea. And it is so good. Another one from Hardy and Sons. But enough about tea. Let's get into our topic for today. And the title is The A and A of Ease, Unmasking the Power of Audacity and Authenticity. I love these two words. Just saying them is fun. Try it. Audacity, authenticity. They are fun words, and I love the meanings. First, let's talk about audacity. Audacity is the willing to take bold risk. That feels scary. It's about having courage to step outside your comfort zone and pursue your dreams fearlessly. I like to say ferociously, with all that is within you, that you want to live vibrantly, to love big, to love deeply, to love fully. That is audacity. Now, authenticity means being true to yourself. It is about aligning your actions and your thoughts and your beliefs with your core values and not pretending to be someone you're not. The opposite would be insincere or false. I don't think that we are being someone that we're not on purpose. I remember being who I thought people wanted me to be, or I would just get quiet. Some of the people I've encountered get loud to cover up that uncomfortableness when something is out of alignment. We do all, some of us get angry, some of us withdraw, all kinds of activity, and some of us just put on a fake smile and say we're okay when we're not okay, but all the while hiding in that place that we go inside. As I have strived over my life to live more authentic and to come out of that hiding place and just be Donna, one of the things that has most surprised me is the gifts that are actually in me and how much fun I have doing them. The things I thought I couldn't do, which is why I pair audacious and authentic together. Because to be authentic, we need a touch of boldness. Because that fear of someone rejecting us, we want people to like us. So if you're in a crowd, and this is especially volatile today, if you're in a crowd and people disagree with you, it is sometimes scary to be authentic. And in certain cases, it might even be dangerous today, which makes me very sad to say. But allowing there to be different thoughts, that not everybody has to think like us, and that we can be kind to each other, but mostly ourselves. So if we are in a crowd where we disagree, if no one asks me, I probably won't say. But if you ask, one of my favorite questions is, are you sure you want me to answer that question? And then I'll answer if it comes. But I'm getting off subject. Let's get back to you. Being audacious and being authentic. It is a journey where you agree to be all that you can, to try new things just to see if you like them. Maybe like my raspberry tea. Being audacious pushes us to take necessary risks to achieve our goals. Without some type of bold action, we can remain stuck in our comfort zones. If you listen to anyone that is at the end of their life, I love listening to the stories of people who are 100 years old and older, even 90s. What do they wish they would have done different? And almost everyone said, I wished I'd have danced instead of standing against the wall. I wished I would have loved more. I wished I would have spent more time. I wish I'd have taken more risk. Every single one talks about eating the cake. I don't eat much cake, but you get the point. And so learning not to be stuck in our comfort zones, it's boring there. I'm not talking about doing crazy stuff that's going to put you in danger, but do what you love is my point. Which brought us to the first letter in ease was expectation. If you missed that, I am doing the acronym for the word ease. And last week was expectation. And today is the letter A, which is audacious and authentic. The other benefits of audacity is new opportunities. It opens yourself up when you expect new opportunities. And it helps us to overcome fear. Should we talk about the fear of failure? Remember, every failure is everything that you don't do as well as you wish you could. I'm going to quit using the word failure, but you get the point. Everything that you wished you had done better is a stepping stone to learn. Remember when you started riding a bike? Man, I thought I was going to get on there and just go. And I had brothers to compete with, so I was always trying to prove something. And I fell and skinned my knee, and it bled. But we got back up again. So we get some bumps, we get some bruises. But when we have a learning mindset instead of failure, life is exciting and we continue to grow and we give ourselves the space for growth and let go. Because there is no such a thing as failure unless you quit. That's when I classify it as failures when we quit, we give up. I'm not doing this anymore. The power of authenticity in vibrant living allows you to live life to your true values, your true passions, and it creates genuine connections with others. It brings about a sense of fulfillment. If you don't show me you, how can we have a deep connection? It leads to more meaningful relationships. And it also increases, this whole concept increases your self-confidence and peace. So be honest with yourself and others about your feelings, about your intentions with kindness. And the first is with you. Be honest with what you want, with what you desire. We talked about expectations and my spiritual intelligence method last week. And this is another step in understanding the many secrets and keys that I share in this method to make life easier. to make this transition easier. And it allows you to be who you really are and that you align with who God has created you to be. So regularly check in with yourself to make sure you're not compromising your authenticity or being audacious in some of your pursuits. Be careful who you ask what you should do. There are too many naysayers in our life. If you're looking for a cheerleader who will help you achieve your dreams, I am your girl. I thought of a story of that. It was a really audacious step for me. I had met my husband when I was living in upstate New York, and I am 19 when he was in the military and his term was up, and he was moving back to the state of New York. Now, if you remember, I grew up in the South. It's probably where I got my love of tea. And I met this Yankee, as my parents actually said. And he's moved back to New York and he wants me to follow. Now remember, at the age of 19, I have a 5-year-old. Had a full-time job, my own apartment, all of those kind of things. And he is wanting me to move across the country from Washington to New York. You can't get much further. And I hardly had any money. So I had enough money, a little bit saved, and I bought a bus ticket. Yes, I rode a Greyhound bus from Washington State all the way to New York. I think it took a week. It was one of them, and I was scared, trying to keep my daughter safe on all of this, 24 hours a day on this bus. And moving to New York, arriving there, meeting New York family. One of the things they first did is we were having pizza. Now, I grew up in the South and we called Coke and Pepsi pop. And my future husband, my mother-in-law, offered me some soda. And I am so insecure. I don't ask what soda is. I said, no, thank you. I'm fine. And then I saw her pouring Pepsi. I did not know soda was a Diet Coke or a Diet Pepsi or Coke or Pepsi product. And I was too insecure and scared to ask. But I did an audacious thing of moving across the country. And we are coming up, my husband and I are coming up on our 40th anniversary. So the rest is history. But learning to take those steps and those risks, my family told me I was crazy. But there was something I knew I was supposed to do, and I didn't know how it would all work out. And here I am today, standing before you, a mom and a grandmother. And as I said, the rest is history. So what are your key thoughts from today? Where could you be more audacious? Perhaps it's scheduling a call with me. Perhaps that feels scary. And learning how to be more authentic, discovering more about your spiritual intelligence so that you can align with what God has for you. And all of that. And as I mentioned before, restoration, which is healing, revelation, more clarity and wisdom, and redesigning the life you would love. Every one of us can upgrade and be more audacious and authentic and live vibrantly. Share your thoughts below this video, wherever you find it. And next week, we go into the letter S of ease, and it is stillness and spiritual. Those two words. So until I see you again, I'm going to continue to enjoy my tea I speak blessings over you. I believe in you, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week. Bye for now.